Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm Kip and this is Kip Views. Today, in for another sneaker review. We have a Nike Air Max 1 Treeline. Check this out. People have been going crazy over Air Max 1s over the last couple of years. They just don't sit on the shelves. When they do come out, they just literally seem to fly off and it just can't get them. They sell out. And there's a reason for that. It's a classic. It's an instant classic. But before we get into it, please do hit that subscribe button below so you don't miss out on any of my content. I do bring up a couple of videos a week, sometimes a few more. Always trying to get the latest content for you guys, as much information as possible. And as ever, please do like, subscribe, and share. It really does go a long way. I do appreciate the support. So, without further ado, let's check these out. Yes, so today we have the Nike Air Max 1 Treeline. As ever, I'm going to take you through the detail, the design, the colorway, my personal opinion on the sneaker, the retail price, any potential resale prices, that's something that you like, and of course the on-feet review at the end. So let's get into it. So I don't know about you guys, but I do love an Air Max 1. I've kind of had a few pairs over my time. My first pair was probably a long while ago, over 10 years ago, when I first picked up my first pair. And they're just so cool. I mean, there's a lot going on with them. They usually use quite cool materials that we don't always see on the other sneakers. They change it up throughout the sneaker. You don't always get that one standard material, which I really like. You get this sort of cottony mesh material on the front a lot, which I really like. And it just looks like a classic. It just looks like something you can wear with anything. You can pick up a pair of shorts, a pair of jeans, a pair of combats, anything, a pair of tracksuit bottoms, and it just seems to go. And what we're seeing recently, we're seeing kind of a lot of collaborations, or we're seeing a lot of cool kind of projects. And this is one of them, the Treeline project. So, I mean, here you've got a few different colours. I guess start off with the midsole. It's almost like an aged midsole, what I like to call off-white or aged, which is very cool. And inside the bubble, you can see that purple colouring right there, which goes along with the purple swoosh. I really like that. Looking at the material here, you've got kind of a soft suede on the mudguard here towards the front. Soft suede green, which goes along with the soft suede green at the back, as you see here, and just where the logo is there. In terms of the middle piece, you've got almost kind of like a more rougher suede, which is in that beige colorway. I kind of prefer the softer suede, but they do this a lot also on Air Max 1s in terms of that kind of that tougher material here in the middle. And then as you go through to the front, you've got that mesh that I was talking about there. That mesh material, I love it. And that's something you get a lot on Air Max 1s. It's in a brown color. And then as we move on to the tongue, you've also got another type of soft material there, again in that brown colorway. And as we go through the laces, you've got what I like to call, I guess, like a tree support wire. I would call it. That's what it looks like to me, a bungee wire, which is in a green color with kind of accents of white and that purple you see there along again with the top of the tongue there. You've got that Nike logo in purple, which is really cool and it stands out. As we go through the back as well, you've got this brown colouring. Again, similar material to what you see on the tongue, which I really think is cool. So basically, as I talked about, you've got about 3 or 4 materials here that you're getting. You're not getting just one material, and that's what you're paying for, right? You're paying for something different. You look at the price, about £135 for these, depending on where you got them. And that's what you're paying for. You're paying for quality. You're paying for different materials, something different to what you're usually going to get. And this is why they don't sit on the shelf, because they're different to the standard sneaker. And they're really cool. I mean, as we go through to the inside of the sneaker too, you've got a bit of detail there, if you can see it. So, really cool sneaker, not standard, and something that I really like. And they are comfortable. They're always comfortable sneakers. As we go to the outsole, pretty standard there again for an Air Max 1. It's just a plain outsole there with an Air Max 1 design on the bottom. And finally, if we go through to the back, you've got that brown colouring with the Nike swoosh and Air Max underneath. So really cool sneaker. The only disappointment for me is probably the box over there. As you can see, it's just a standard Nike box, red Nike box that you kind of see at the moment. Would have been cool to have something different. But nonetheless, I mean, for me, these are pretty quality, really good quality sneakers for myself. I know people have been talking about the quality wasn't that great on these. For me, I can't see any issues with my pair. So either I got lucky or I don't know what people were talking about, to be honest with you. In terms of sizing, your standard Nike sizing with these. So you're 8.5, you got 8.5. You're a 9, you got 9. You're 7, you got 7. and so on. Don't need to change them. They are very, very comfortable. So do pick your size. If you go down a size, you're probably going to make them uncomfortable. You don't need to worry about going down a size for creasing or anything like that, because of the materials we've got here, especially the toe box. It's that kind of that cottony material, so you don't need to worry about that there. Moving on to kind of resale and the pricing there. Resale, you're probably looking at around anywhere from 150 to 180 pounds, depending on the sizing. Resale wasn't crazy with these. I believe they dropped everywhere. They seem to drop in everywhere. Offspring, Size, Foot Patrol, all the kind of big stores that are releasing sneakers at the moment. And I think that's why it was so kind of, there's not that crazy resale market on these. I think as any Air Max 1s, if you kind of look online, I was having a look the other day, someone said to me, can you find a pair? And they're just crazy prices everywhere. So for me, as you see with many of the Air Max 1s, the prices are likely to go up, but for now they're just not there. So if you didn't copy your pair on release day, definitely go out and get them now so you don't pay that crazy premium that none of us want to pay. No one wants to pay that premium. Certainly not me. So yeah, that's my opinion there, and that's kind of what the market's doing right now. But without further ado, let's go check out video. So there we have it. That is my opinion, my thoughts, all the details on this Air Max 1 Treeline we've got today. As ever, please do let me know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments box below. It really does help, goes a long way. I like having a chat with you guys. See if there's anything that I've missed and you want to talk about. And as ever, thank you very much for your support and take care.